in the leg. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20. To the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mulaney! Mike's 40! Let's go, let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Here's Carson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Wilson rolling to his left. It's caught, blocking. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check nickel.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was taken down by K.J. Brown. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
You got tight.
Gun.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Switch. Watch the safety green. 300.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
They can't stop me out here.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away. That's caught by Hollister. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Now it's Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
We want it. Come 61. Matchbox lights. Check, check. Fresno.
Again, it's Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On second down, Cook.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And the Vikings first down.
Jahan, ready? 54. Wide.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, high 7.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gun.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gun.
Thumbs up the helmet. Here we go.
Gun.
54's Mike.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They run it again with Cook. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Let's go,
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Minnesota.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check safety.
Check 37. Check 37.
A toss to Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Second and 2.
Under 10. Check 4. Sponge. No.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check. Walk 54. Let's go. Burn. Defense.
Hey, shoot.
Right there. 54 Mike. It's just me and you.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard.